Every year, Buenos Aires organizes festivals in honor of the different communities that live here. Argentina's capital is a true melting pot, and this year alone, there were 40 such celebrations. But it's the first time the Kosher Festival coincides with Hanukkah. This year's Hanukkah has a special Argentine flavor. Food stands with red wine and choripan, the typical sausage sandwich served at family barbecues, but in this case adapted to kosher cuisine. The menorah was placed in the Glorieta, a well-known pavilion in the middle of a park where couples dance tango and beginners take classes on weekends. Tourists and locals were surprised to find people dancing to the beat of Jewish local band Tiembla el Mujer and stayed on for the party.
There's a lot of people that came here that they don't even know what this is, but they hear music and they just learn about Judaism and about culture, and it's a really nice thing to do here.
In this stand, Etty Silverstein tells the story behind the miracle of Hanukkah. It happened more than 20 centuries ago when the Jews drove the Greeks away from their lands and reclaimed their temple in Jerusalem. But when the battle ended, they had only one jug of oil left to light a single candle. Against all odds, it lasted 8 days.
We know that the holiday of Hanukkah is celebrated for 8 days because miraculously there was one little jug of oil that lasted 8 days. But there's a question, 8 days to do oil? What is the big deal to just get some oil?
Etty's hands-on project shows children how difficult it was to make oil in those days. She pits the olives one by one, squeezes them, waits for the oil to rise, and lights the wickers the modern way with an electrical lighter.
But the message over here is much deeper. Every single person, there's always that one pure jug of oil that can never be tampered. And when we take that one, it may be a small little jug, and we start with one candle. But if we illuminate it from one candle, every day we add another candle. So more light, so more light, so more light, till in the temple lasted for 8 days. But every person from one little jug of oil, it lights for many, many generations, bringing lots of light and lots of holiness to the entire world.
For some of these students who came from Toronto and New York to study in Buenos Aires for a year, this is their first Hanukkah in the spring, far from the snow.
Very nice day. Couldn't ask for a better day. A little hot, but yeah. And in New York, we speak the language. Here it's not, so it's a little bit different, but I can feel my hands. That's the difference between New York and over here.
Argentina is home of the largest Jewish community in Latin America, but more and more non-Jews are participating in the Kosher Festival. This is Monica Yanakia for JN1 in Buenos Aires.